Now, on the bottom of the deck, we see the Six of Ghosts card. The Six of Ghosts can indicate a reunion that's occurring, possibly happy memories from the past, possibly romanticizing the past. A lot of us do this, especially if we're going through some rough times. Sometimes we start thinking about the past and how wonderful it was. And it may or may not be an accurate representation of how things were. Whatever phase of life we're in, however young we are, we still have stress. But in the Six of Ghosts card, it really is about happiness in thinking about the past, whatever the reason or cause, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and jump in. We start out here with our 10 of Pumpkins. So for a lot of you, you may have been thinking about what you need to do to get your business going, maybe to expand your business, to be more successful in business. The 10 of Pumpkins is a completion. But in this position, it's kind of, what is or was on your mind. So we're thinking about success, material success, whatever that looks like for you. For some, it's home and family. For some, it's business. For some, it's all of the above. And there may be things I'm not even naming that would fall under this category. It's basically having everything that you want materially and then some. Having lots of success. Now, on a practical note, you're also at a place in your life, or you have recently been, planting the seeds that are necessary for you to be able to grow into this 10 of Pumpkins idea. Right? For future harvests, it's planting time, meaning you do the necessary steps that you need to do, and the rest will follow. Just trust that the universe will provide. Money is not a zero-sum game. Just because you become more successful or wealthy does not mean that you're stealing potential from other people. It doesn't work that way. Money is only an exchange of energy, so don't worry about that. You're trying to find your niche. You're trying to do what makes sense for you in your life. Go for it, right? This Knight of Ghosts. Now, knights can be indicative of an actual person, or it can be more like the energy that's coming in. With the Knight of Ghosts, it could be that there's a message, a good message, a message of love, maybe a romantic attraction or interest for some of you. Maybe it's a sweet business deal that's going to help you move forward your business or your vocation into something that is something that you love, that you feel spiritually fulfilled by. Ghosts is the suit of water and spirit, right? So the Knight of Ghosts could possibly indicate someone who's a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, maybe a true love or somebody like that coming in. I'm feeling, given that it seems like your mind is more focused on other kinds of resources, material resources than romance. Maybe not 100% of you, but just overviewing the cards in my mind here, this does seem to be more a positive message that's going to be coming in. Or that recently came in for you, some kind of a message about something positive coming in. Okay. Now, it seems like it may already have happened, this message that came in, because in the next frame, in the present tense frame, we've got Page of Ghosts coming up. And Page of Ghosts is an offer of something substantive. Remember, fish, you teach a man to fish, that kind of thing. But the actual fish, that's food, right? That's survival. That's fresh water when you're in saltwater seas. Fish do that for us. My cat loves fish, whatever. But anyway, this is something that is tangible that's coming in. It's not just a pie in the sky idea. It's something that's actually real. And you'll note that there's also a love letter in here. So definitely something comes in, and then you're spending time thinking about it and what that's going to mean for you. Again, could be somebody gives you a message of love and you start to think about it and say, hey, am I open to this with this person? Is that something that I want to do? Or it could be that you may be... somebody may make an offer for your business. They want to contract with you or be a partner in your business or something like that. But somebody benevolent or some kind of a benevolent message comes in, and you really are getting serious and thinking about it, contemplating whether or not that's right for you. Now, at the heart of the reading, we're seeing the Five of Imps. And honestly, a lot of people have gotten this card. A lot of signs have gotten the Five of Imps. This has to do with conflict and multiple people failing to work together towards a common vision. This can be frustrating when you're stuck in that environment, especially in a business type environment. It could indicate lack of leadership. It could indicate lack of trust or respect. It could indicate toxic coworkers or, anything like that. We have to be sure that we're on the same page with things. So I feel like there's something that's going on, whether or not you're a part of that. I can't really say, but you may be struggling. If you're independently employed, that you may be struggling to get your employees right, or your management team right, or whatever that is. If you are an employee at somebody else's company, then it could just be that there's a lot of strife and rivalry around you, a lot of competition. But we see you moving from this energy of seed planting and just trying to do your own thing and thrive and succeed in that. And then you've got these petty squabbles coming about. And again, given this, and then it moves into that, I really don't see that as being you as so much the noise that's going on around you. And maybe that's why you are thinking about accepting this offer that's coming in and branching out on your own, because this nine of pumpkins, she is the quintessential businesswoman. She owns her own business. She doesn't have to take anybody else's guff. She's a supervisor. She owns the pumpkin patch, but she also did all the work to plant the seeds and cultivate the pumpkin patch first. She's not riding anyone's coattails. But this is the energy that is beneath you, either now or about to be coming in for you. This is where you take your business idea and it becomes manifest. And I do think that this Knight of Ghosts is going to have a role for you. Someone's going to see the hard work and the investment and what you're trying to do. They may fund you. They may help you with some piece of it. And then you are able to develop it into a private enterprise. So for those who want to be independent business owners and do away with this crappy strife, great. Then again, that may be part and parcel of your private business ownership for now. I don't see it being that way indefinitely, however, because then we're going to see this energy coming in the Emperor card. The Emperor is the quintessential businessman. It doesn't have to be man, right? But this is somebody they take care of their home and their family. They don't just have a kingdom, they have beyond a kingdom. They have an actual empire. So they're fantastic in that way. Highly intelligent, very motivated, but he's also sitting there very calmly, right? He's not being abusive. This Emperor is not part of this fracas or fracas or however you say it, right? He's not part of this stuff. This is you getting this business up and going. But maybe you find the Emperor you've been looking for in that offer by the Knight of Ghosts. Maybe it's about the manager that you've been looking for that can run the daily operations so that you can do other things, think expansion and growth, or whatever your next moves are going to be. This could also, the Five of Imps could be internal conflict for some of you, but it's most likely petty squabbles with troublemakers around you, people that are narrow in their vision, maybe low vibrational stuff. The energy of the Five of Imps is definitely low vibrational. Whether the people involved in that are per se or not, I can't say. But, this energy does leave you with some kind of a sense of dissatisfaction to a point. We do have to deal with other people. This is kind of a don't cry over spilled milk. So there may be some headache going on with those Five of Imps people, with something kind of like that. But there is some kind of a loss that you're going to be thinking about. You may be focused a little bit more on the loss than on the gains. And that's something that you're going to have to reconcile with. Clearly, you want success in your business. And maybe it was a little fish, but not enough. And you're going to be struggling with your bottom line. But be careful that you're not so focused on the loss you don't see the assets, right? There's a bucket, a perfectly good bucket right here at the left foot of this pumpkin that is upright, and it's just as full as the bucket was that was spilled over. So take the good and the bad together, because you've got a mixed bag of fruits and nuts right here. Now, this death card at the bottom has to do with releasing things that are no longer beneficial for you so that you can move ahead with the changes that you want to do. Right? And I'm seeing these two reflecting one another, right? The Ten of Pumpkins and the Death card are reflecting one another. And you've got the Five of Imps right between them. To have the happy business life that you're dreaming of in the Ten of Pumpkins, you're going to have to release some of these people. Even if you love these people, these imps, you may have to either change jobs, find another base or foundation job while you're getting your business up and running, or fire these employees, whatever you need to do, but get rid of those that are creating this squabble and this strife in order to move on. But we do see good energy coming in here. We see the positive businesswoman energy right here. We do see the Death card, but you'll notice that this one here, the Death, he's got that watering can, right? I'm going to bring your attention back to this Four of Pumpkins. Also, he's planting the seeds. Death has the watering can. She's got the big-ass pumpkins in the middle. This is all pretty positive, right? This really is a good spread. It's a shame we can't all get along. And I do feel that plays into this original energy that we saw in the Six of Ghosts card. If you are working with or self-employed with or contracting out to friends, you may be wishing for the good old days when people weren't squabbling over this and that and the other thing, but when they were actually, everybody was getting along as good friends. You may be wishing for the old days. And that may be in part what you're looking at when you are focused on the spilled milk of the Five of Ghosts. Why can't we all just get along and play and be happy? Because you can't mix friends and jobs, right? You can't work, you can't shit where you eat, you know? And that means you don't sleep with coworkers. You can't be friends with your coworkers. I don't even go on Facebook with current coworkers, like past tense coworkers. When I leave a building or a job, something like that, absolutely yes. But until then, I'm not trying to have that because I know that there's too many people out there that do the petty drama, and I just can't have that. I can't have that when I'm working with people, you know, because I have to think about what's my objective at my job. So some of that may be that you're dipping too much. You've got friends in where you should have strangers that work for you and all the rest of that. So whatever's going on for you, the overall message here is super, super positive. Super, super positive. I mean, this Emperor energy, the Nine of Pumpkins, all of those are portends of very good success in business. Even just at that level, Four of Pumpkins, all of that, very super good. Try not to be too disheartened, or too disheartened, or whatever the word is, by the people that would, create the squabbles, the rift, and the petty crap around you. That's going to happen anywhere. It's time to get some help with your home. Think of it as a worthy investment that pays huge dividends of increased time, energy, and vigor. Even the most capable person needs assistance. In fact, it's a sign of strength to accept help. Take a moment to daydream about what your life would be like if you had wonderful help around the house. Your unconscious mind will tell you exactly what you do and don't desire. Perhaps it's as simple as hiring a house cleaning service to handle the more difficult tasks. Or maybe this involves guidance regarding home healthcare workers, a home-based business, in-home instruction, or a family issue. Whatever form the help takes, you deserve it. Possible specific meanings include: know that you can afford in-home assistance and that it will pay for itself. Learn to delegate and ask for help when you need it. See yourself as part of a winning team with angels and other people working toward a common goal. Give yourself permission to rest so that your loved ones can take care of you. And then the prayer on the front of the card states, Dear God and Archangel Raphael, thank you for giving me the courage to ask for and accept help from you, the angels, and others in matters regarding my family and home.